Hello guys, I'm here with the guys from Sworn Enemy. Could you please introduce yourselves, guys?
Matt
Sal.
Yeah, so Sworn Enemy is one of the OG metalcore hardcore bands from New York, and they just started recently their tour with Biohazard. You played Zagreb today. Where are you going tomorrow again?
Where are we at? I
Is
don't even know.
it Sofia actually? I don't know. Is it Budapest?
You want me to
I'm
let
not
you
sure.
know? I'll let you know.
Yeah,
Is it
let's
back
actually
to
do it real
back to
quick.
Austria?
Dude, I think we are back to Austria.
Oh yeah, right. You're going right back up to Germany, and then
Yes.
later you're doing Bulgaria.
So,
Dornbirn. However you say that.
It's Dornbirn. It's in Austria.
Excuse us, Austria.
Yeah, you're forgiven, man.
Yeah.
So I got a few questions for you guys. Just wanna go over these. So I wanna say, the first time I heard Sworn Enemy, I was playing, I think, Call of Duty. I was like 12 years old, I don't know, and some fucking idiot was, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut it out. Some guy was blasting it over TeamSpeak. And I was like, that shit's pretty good, you know?
Fuck
like,
yeah. It's good music to play Call of Duty
it
to,
was
for
really
sure.
good to, you know, shoot people and shit, you know? Anyway, I looked
he's saying it's good music to kill people.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you know.
Yeah, and I looked it up then on Blank TV, and I saw the music video for As Real As It Gets. And I was like, you know, and I discovered Blank TV, I discovered Hatebreed, and all these other bands. So you were like one of the first bands that I discovered when it comes to this type of music. And this shit means a lot to me today, so thank you for that, you know what I mean?
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
I really
Appreciate you.
appreciate that shit.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, let me ask you real quick, I can't memorize the questions for the life of me. So looking back now, it's been like 20 years since you dropped the album, since you recorded that music video. Looking back at the past 20 years, what has changed for you guys when it comes to like music and hardcore? Has anything changed? Is it the same?
The only thing that's changed for me is the band members.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, are you the only original band member?
That's,
Okay, so
That's
it's
it.
been...
I mean, hardcore always stays the same. It's always underground, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's
So
always new bands coming out. There's always old bands still killing.
that's it.
Yeah, this is true.
There's always going to be another band coming out tomorrow, and the
Yeah.
next day, and the next
Yep.
day, and the next day. So hardcore ain't going anywhere. It's just going to stay right here.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I think I don't remember who told me. Somebody told me as long as there's a kid listening to a record somewhere, it's still there. Pretty much.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Spirit.
Yeah. So tell me, please, like when you were growing up in Queens, New York, how did you discover hardcore? Like, what were the first shows you ever went to? The first records you ever checked out? Like, how did it start for you guys?
Well, the first show I ever seen had nothing to do with hardcore at all. My uncle took me to
Did you say Jackson Brown?
Jackson Brown. He knows it better than me. My uncle took me to a Jackson Brown concert when I was like 8 years old in New Jersey in Brendan Byrne Arena when it was actually still existed. That was my first concert. But my first interaction with hardcore was I was a metalhead growing up. You know, I started with like Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and stuff like that. So I went to go see Anthrax. They were playing a show in the city in Manhattan, and you know the Cro-Mags was on the bill. So I never heard the Cro-Mags before. I didn't know nothing about hardcore. I was just a metalhead kid growing up, and I seen them for the first time. And how you went for as real as it gets,
Yeah, that was Chromax
I
and
went-
for you.
for his Age of Quarrel.
Yeah.
Cro-Mags is fucking. That record is the Bible of hardcore.
How about you, man? What was it for you?
My first show was Ozzy Osbourne. That Ozzy Osbourne from there, whether it was underground shows, heavy shows, whatever it was, you know, same stuff.
Yeah, a lot of
Shit,
people.
Biohazard, L'Amour, dude. Those type of shows were crazy.
Yeah, so it was Biohazard too, actually.
That was a
yeah,
big
now
band.
20 years of sharing the stage with them.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, that's a bit close. Oh, hold on, this fucking idiots thrown off. So both of you, they really discovered music through other stuff, that's how it usually goes. So your first hardcore show was Chromax. What was your first hardcore show on my time? Sorry.
Honestly, local shows.
Local shows.
Yeah, local shows. Just young bands, local, watching that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it was the first time where you felt you could be like close with the music, where it wasn't just some rock star.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely. That's the
Yeah.
one thing about hardcore. Like
Yeah.
you get to come face to face.
Everybody's
with people, you know.
the same, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
for sure.
man. Talking about local shows, what were like some of the best local shows you remember from like maybe 20 years ago?
That's local shows I met 20 years ago.
Like what's one crazy show? I'm sorry for interrupting. If one crazy show comes to mind.
Well, 1997, I think the year was, and there was a place called Castle Heights in Queens, New York, and Hatebreed played there, and it was so fucking crowded, and the place is very small. It only held like 120 people, and it was oversold. There was like maybe 300 people in the club. You couldn't move, and it was just insanity. That was one of the fucking sickest shows I can remember as a local show. Like, and that was our spot, Sworn Enemy. We grew up in Castle Heights. That was our club. You know, like, there was a whole bunch of bands that grew up in that little scene right there. Everybody Gets Hurt, Irate,
Oh shit,
Billy Club
everybody gets
Sandwich,
hurt.
Eye to Eye, and Sworn Enemy.
Yeah.
We were the Five Fingers of Death.
That's crazy. Like, I know Billy Club Sandwich. When I saw the Living Room hardcore dancing video in Sucker Punch, I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's fucking crazy. Like, what's going on in America,
yeah.
man? You know? Sorry, what were the shows for you?
An early one I remember was at the Voodoo Lounge, which I know you know. Voodoo Lounge, it was like Candiria, 25 to Life, and a whole bunch of other bands on a Sunday afternoon.
Shit, you know, funny. I was right.
Were you? It was like $5, you know what I mean? Or who knows, right? Probably.
Something like that.
And those shows were like all the time, you know?
Every weekend.
Yeah, so some bands that come to mind when I think like New York, New Jersey are like When These Days End, Everybody Gets Hurt, Billy Club Sandwich. I'm trying to think real quick what some like OG bands are. Irate, Vendetta, like New York Metal, one of the best hardcore records of all time. What were some other like really big bands at the time for you guys?
For me at that time, shit, Biohazard. That was my life.
Yeah.
I fucking love this band right here. I went to all their shows. I never missed anything. They were like, for me, that was the game changer. They made me want to go out and play music.
For sure. You know what? There was always the crossover bands too. That like had that line, like with the DRI. I always say the second Carnivore record, Retaliation.
Oh, Retaliation's a
That's
great
like
record,
a hardcore
bro.
record to me. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I agree with you.
But it's a little different. But it dragged that metal and hardcore stuff together, made heavier stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, but
absolutely.
if you want to go into more detail, I mean, I can tell you like bands like All Out War, big influences, Marauder, big influences. You know, that's the bands I used to see back in the day. You know, E-Town Concrete. You know,
E-Money.
money, baby. You know, so there's a lot of bands that were around the way that I followed. You know, those were like the main ones that I really loved. But like I said, I was also a metalhead too, so I didn't only just listen to hardcore, you know?
Slayer stuff. You can't get away from Slayer.
You can never get away from Slayer.
I agree with you. I still fuck with them even today.
And growing up, they were one of my favorites as well. You know, it was Biohazard and Slayer, neck and neck. They were always right there. That's what I listened to, you know?
Yeah. But are there like some local, just like straight up hardcore bands will come to mind? Like any others people might not
Full
know?
Blown Chaos.
Full Blown Chaos.
Another band. Good friends of ours, Queens, New York, man. You know,
When you guys started making music, what was like the first time you went out of New York City? Like, do you remember any particular show that was like, oh shit, outside of the city for the first time?
Wow, I can't remember that far back. You're talking a long time ago.
Yeah.
I remember Kevin from Castle Heights. He used to manage us back in the late 90s, and he actually got us our first show out of state. I just can't remember where it was, but he used to trade shows with other bands from other states and say, you know, come play Castle Heights, but let Sworn Enemy play where you're from, you know?
Yeah, that's how it goes even
That's how
today
it
over
goes.
here.
I can't remember the first show though. I really, honestly, I don't remember. That was over 30 years ago,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
I understand, yeah. When's the first time you guys came to Europe, if you remember? Which bands? You were with Biohazard as well, or?
No, Persistence Tour. Actually, it was called Resistance Tour. It was 2003. That was the first time we ever came to Europe. That was great. Suicidal Tendencies, Madball, Knuckle Dust, Ignite. I mean...
Yeah, shout out to Knuckle Dust, Pilbu, all the guys. Fucking amazing band, Nikki. Let's fucking go. Hold on 1 second, guys. Like I said, I'm really not that good at remembering stuff. Oh yeah, one question that came to mind. I was reading like old internet stuff while doing the interview questions. Something that came to mind is you guys used to be called Mindset, is that right?
Yeah.
That's like a long time ago. And I was reading about this crazy show in Jersey. We were playing with Irate, Shattered Realm, and there was like a Coldest Wife secret set.
Hold on, that's a fucking...
Tell you what, it sounds like a good show.
It sounds like a good fucking show, right?
It definitely was a good fucking
Yeah.
show. If I remember it correctly, that was at that was at the M&M Hall?
I'm not sure it was in Jersey, but there was like a bunch of people on the internet in comments asking about the show, if you guys still remember it.
I think that was at the M&M Hall. Yeah, I remember playing that show with Shadow Around the Coldest Life. Definitely was...
Man, as soon as you hear the names, you know what's up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you guys watch the Hellfest footage from last weekend?
I've been watching
Some clips.
little bit clips here and there. I seen the April. I seen Earth Crisis.
Yeah.
Who else did I see? I seen Yes Man Cold. I seen a couple other videos. You know, I don't really have much time to fuck around with the phone because, you know, we're in here doing our thing and then.
Yeah, they're not just making music; they're also like doing sound, technical stuff,
All types of shit.
all it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
So it's a busy time.
I don't have a minute to myself really. The only time I get some time is when I go to sleep in the bus. That's
Lay
it.
down in the bunk and that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
So how does this work anyway? I always wanted to ask. Like, you finish a show and then the bus goes on the way towards the next location and you sleep. So you
Yeah.
don't stay in like a hotel or something.
No.
I see. So
I'm
you're
gonna
always
take
sleeping.
I'm gonna take a shower upstairs and I'm gonna go to sleep in the bus.
You're always on the move.
I understand.
Yeah.
What time have you guys come here today? Then, like in the morning?
We've been here since yesterday.
Oh, since
Oh,
yesterday.
in Croatia, yeah.
We've
we were
been
here
in this
yesterday.
city. We've been in Zagreb for 2 days.
We went for a walk around, got
Yeah.
some food, you know.
Did you eat like some local food or?
We ate
Yeah.
at a place I can tell you.
It's called Sip.
Sip.
Yeah. And the food is great.
Nah, that's funny shit.
Oh, fuck off.
He needs a job.
And then we went to a place called Sofa.
Oh,
Sofra.
shit. Yeah. You went to the right place.
Wow.
then.
That was for dinner. Sip was for like lunch.
Yeah.
Baklava.
Yeah, dude. I know. You got that stuff in New York too. I mean, you got
but
everything in New
this
York.
was good, bro.
Yeah.
The stuffed chicken and
The
mushroom sauce.
only thing we don't have good in New York is Mexican food. You gotta go to California
Yeah.
for
You
I
get some
know.
good Mexican food.
that. You can get some.
It's not like Cali,
but it's not like
Cali
California.
Mex. Yeah, Cali Mex.
Cali Mex is
Tex-Mex. Yeah.
Hey
No, I
guys,
think even Cali Mex is better.
Yeah.
I don't think people here know real Mexican food. Like, that's just my opinion. There's not that many good places, but the first Taco Bell's opening soon, so we'll see what happens. You know?
That's not real food. That's
Not
not real.
That's, well,
not
that's
real.
fucking garbage. So.
But you'll like it late at night after a few
I'll tell you
drinks.
what.
I'm actually straight edge.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
You'll still like it on a late night.
It's still good to eat late night when you're hungry.
for sure, bro.
I mean, everybody's like talking about it. I think it's gonna be dog shit like McDonald's.
It is. It is. It's
Probably.
fast food garbage.
Yeah. Let me get back on topic real quick. 1 second. Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut that out anyway. I'm sorry about it, guys.
You're
I just
good, bro.
don't remember
No
shit.
worries, man.
It's nice outside.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, so let's talk a little bit about hardcore dancing. So you guys know what's up, I know what's up. I saw the video as real as it gets, there was some real hardcore dancing in that shit. So I feel like in this part of the world there's a lot of conflict in the sense that hardcore dancing is a bit of a new thing here. It's only been around a few years at most, but in New York it's been around
Forever.
yeah.
Or feels like forever.
Yeah. So let me ask you, it's your opinion, of course, everybody's got their own opinion, whatever. A lot of people say that this is not the right thing to do, that it's not real hardcore, that it's just violence and there's no logic or sense behind it. What do you say about that?
I say, if you come to a show and you dance, dance. If you come to a show and you want to bang your head, bang your head. If you come to a show and you want to do that, do whatever you want to do. That's it. It's you. You come to the show, you paid your money, you have fun the way you want to have fun, and that's it.
That's it, absolutely. Thank you.
Do it your own way. Have fun. You're there to let loose. Be fun with the music. You're one with the music. And there's crazy shit that goes on everywhere. It's not just hardcore shows. If you go to a nice little dance club, there's beef that happens there too. It's not just at a hardcore
Wherever
show.
there's people, there's beef.
It looks
Always,
crazy from the
always.
outside, but most people are brothers. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
absolutely.
You know, and that's what it is.
Yeah, like there has never been a thing like hardcore in my life because wherever I go, from wherever in the world I talk to somebody, you're on the same wavelength, you know? Like you can connect. Like I got to know guys from Kazakhstan and they got bands over there. And they got bands
I
over there.
understand what you mean.
Yeah.
But I know people all over the world. Hardcore brings people together.
Absolutely, man. Like nothing
Well, let me not just say hardcore. Music in
Music in
general
general,
brings
absolutely.
people together
Absolutely.
all over the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you're 100% right for that. So can we ever expect like a new record from you guys in the future?
That's what we're working on now.
So you're working on a new record?
Yeah, our new boy Ian, who plays guitar, third guitars, he's awesome behind
The mix
computer and
master and
stuff.
stuff like
So we
that.
got a couple
That's a
tracks
good way to
going.
put it, the mix master.
We got a couple songs coming out, and you know we need some time to finalize what we want.
of
But
course.
it's stuff's in the works now, especially with stuff like this going on. The fires,
Yeah.
we're all ready to riff.
You guys just take your time to believe in it.
You know, we got it. Trust, whatever comes out next, I guarantee the hardcore crowd is gonna like it.
Yeah,
Trust
that's
in the
what
process,
trust
baby.
in the
Trust in the
process.
process, baby.
Uh-huh.
So to summarize this, could you please tell me, for you, your top 4 hardcore records of all time?
Top 4 hardcore records. Age, no particular order.
Whatever you
Age of
prefer.
Quarrel's great. I like Set It Off. I like the first Biohazard record. And I gotta go crossover a bit. That
That's perfect for
Carnivore
you.
Retaliation, man. That one for me.
How about you, Sal? What is it for you?
Master Killer, Age of Quarrel, Urban Discipline, and I mean I could go I could go the first Maze record, the first Biohazard record, or I can go for those who crucified on our wall.
That's a
So
good
I
one.
mean I take those 2 as a tie.
I understand.
So I go 5.
Yeah, and let me ask you one more question. Are there any like new hardcore bands from New York right now that people should check out?
You're wearing the shirt.
Painted
Hey.
Truth.
You're wearing the shirt.
They're
Long
already
Island.
out there.
Long Island
Long
represent.
Island.
Biggest
Hell
hardcore
yeah.
band on the planet right now.
Long Island
I
represent.
think they're up there for sure, man.
Biggest hardcore band on the planet, and fucking best hardcore band out there.
Real shit.
I saw them last year for the first time. I was blown away. dude.
They're awesome.
Like the
And
guy,
they're good dudes too.
yeah,
Good
the
dudes.
guy was such a crazy frontman.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot of people move like him, man, you know what I mean? And I heard they're putting out a new record this year as well, so
All right, cool.
Good for them. That's awesome.
that's also, it's a really good year
We
for
look forward to
hardcore.
it, bro.
Yeah, like there's so many new records coming out this year, I feel like it's just getting like a snowball effect at this point. Yeah, to summarize this, if you had anything positive and smart to say to like young kids getting into hardcore today, would you have something to say?
For me, I'm a guitar player, so pick up a guitar, forget hardcore, play anything you want, dude. Play it, enjoy it, and just riff in the bedroom, and you have to enjoy it. You know, if you don't, then it's maybe not for you and find something else. But as long as you like that, whatever musical path you're gonna go, is it, bro. And you could do it until you're dead, whether you play in a band or you don't, you know what I mean? That's where you start. Of course, you meet brothers along the way, and you form a band, hopefully, right? But that's where it starts.
Yeah, that sounds really
That's it.
fun.
Yeah, hell yeah, riff. Just play guitar. That's for me.
You want to hear really smart? Really smart is stay in school, go to college,
Even better.
learn IT, because computers are the way of the future. And if you want to play in a band, do it on the side.
I'm not gonna disagree with that shit, but I fucking dropped out of
Whatever
college,
you
so
do,
let's go.
enjoy it.
Thank you so
I
much.
dropped out of college too, don't feel
Thank
bad.
you so much for the interview. I really appreciate this shit, guys.
You're welcome,
Oh, yeah,
brother.
bro.
Shit.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome. I had to do it a bit spontaneously.
No, I
but
like this. Out here was
I
perfect,
like it.
bro.
Thank
Yeah,
you
no,
so
it's
much.
all good, brother.
Yeah, I
Yo,
like the-